Hi guys, I want to show you some real cool things with these universal rocks. This is some of the accent rocks. This here is one of the smaller waterfalls. But a lot of times people are looking at the different materials and what things are made out of. And I think it goes back to the old mindset. And I kind of, some people compare it with the horse and buggy days. Why hasn't the water gardening reached out and kind of got a little bit further than it has, because we're still using, like, I call it the old TV thing where you had to counsel. They're heavy. How many people would give up their flat screen TV, high def? I don't know how big the screens are, but they're big. They're Blu-ray for an old console TV. And that's sort of what these are. These here are the streamlined, do-it-yourself, excellent products for the garden, where you don't have to worry about the heavy rock, the cumbersome type of stuff, and all the different components that leak and stuff. We're all here with the design, the material, and the labor all in one. Now let's talk about a little bit more than the maintenance easy, because a lot of times you're thinking of maintaining as far as taking leaves out and having certain things of filtration, but what about the different things like leaking? And the problem is, when you get into a lot of the stuff that we've all been programmed to do as landscapers, is to put the liners and put the different polypro or polyethylene pre-made type of waterfall wares and stuff. They're not optimal type of materials. And when you get into this, one of the things that I like is, how do you fix this? Because you can spend literally days or weeks trying to find a leak or a hole in a liner, or maybe, especially in here in the north, you're not going to win with freezing and thawing when it comes to cement and stuff that they use in between the rocks and stuff. So we go a little bit better and we make something that's very user-friendly and easy. Now, with this here, the only thing that the foam does is to keep the shape of your polyreel, which is 15 times stronger than any of your EPDM liners. Also, it's stronger than cement. If you go on my waterfall, the matrix of a waterfall, you see where these guys put this coating of this polyreel right on cement walls, and they bash the heck out of it. Well, the cement crumbles, the polyreel is left virtually perfect. So when you look at this waterfall, and a lot of you're looking at, well, geez, what happens if I get a leak? Well, if you do have the old style waterfalls, it's a pain. Now, when you look at these, the easiest way is to put this, while it's running, put it on blocks a little bit. You can look underneath it and see right where the leak is. Another thing that I tell people is, if it's dark, you can take a light and put it underneath and look on the other side, and it will show. And if you see daylight, that's where your leak is. If you see something like a shade, like a window shade, that just means that some of your outside coating didn't cover the polyreel, which is no big deal. So what are the ways to fix these? And this is what makes maintenance easy. I was a senior maintenance specialist for over 25 years, and that's what you look for, is stuff. It's not how to make something so hard where you can't fix it. It's about making stuff that's easy for people in their own yard to go and fix it, not in an hour or 2 or 3 weeks, but literally seconds. And these are a couple of the products that you can take. It's a JB Weld, it's a putty. And when you find the leak, you can circle it. I didn't circle anything because this one here doesn't leak. And by the way, I think of all the people that call, most of the people call is for fiberglass, because they're always cracking. And then the other ones are the liners. How do I find a leak in a liner? I had one person from Canada that called. She says, Dave, I had this thing for 15 years. Nothing ever happened. Now I got a small leak. And I guided it through her, and within seconds she had it fixed. But there's a putty. And I use most of this on my lighting system. But you take cut a chunk of this, put it between your fingers, you mix it, you find your leak, and you push it in there. And just push it in hard, and you're not going to mess anything up. That's one way. Another way that I kind of like is a silicone, because you can actually take this silicone and push it right in there and just push it right in there and fill it. And just fill it until you see it oozing out through the side. Then take your finger and just go ahead and push it in as far as you can. That will, and this here is lifetime warranty, so you'll never have problems with this. But anyways, sometimes if you see it come through the front side, because you'll see the silicone, you can just take your finger, kind of spread it out, take some sand. It kind of matches the different formulation. Maybe you have some dark sand, light sand. You want to try to blend it in. Just throw some on there, put your finger over it, and you're done. And that's what I kind of look for my yard, is stuff that I can get in there fixed, because I don't have time to sit there for a week, 2 weeks, try to and that's what I was hired for with this one, because that was my job at my one company. Is I used to look for leaks with chrome, the different acids, cyanide, because believe me, you get cyanide mixed with acid, you better start running. But anyways, that's what I did a lot of, is the plastic fabrication, plumbing, pump repair and stuff. So this type of stuff here is a dream for the homeowner, and even the garden landscaper who goes around and wants to put something in. Very simple, and that's what I like, is something where you can fix right now and you don't have to worry about something later down the road.